Hey, what's up, people? Yep, I'm back once again doing videos at work. You know how I do. Listen, I watched the Tsu Surf and the Rum Nitty battle for the second time, right? And I got a much better clarity on the situation. I feel like, first of all, great battle. I think both of these guys put on. Feel like both of them did a great job. Overall, no event was dope. I feel like it was worth the $50 for the pay-per-view. Especially on the management side, they did an excellent job. You feel me? Not all the battles lived up to expectation, but that's literally every event. You can't expect everybody to do phenomenal. So, with that being said, Rum Nitty. I'm gonna keep this short. Rum Nitty, once again, I feel like Rum Nitty came all 3 rounds with fire shit. Felt like his first 2 rounds were dope, and his third round was dope, but it wasn't. It just felt slightly shorter than the other two, so it wasn't as great. But the first round, he came out crazy. The first half of his first round was phenomenal, bar for bar for bar, coming at Tsu Surf, just literally doing what Rum Nitty always does. And then towards after he stumbled, like the stumble fucked him up because he was getting way less crowd reaction. And I think mentally it fucked him up too because he wasn't even delivering the bars the way he was in the beginning. So he ended on a decent note. I mean, he got it back a little bit, but he ended on more of a decent note. Tsu Surf comes out. Thing about Tsu Surf coming out, he showed the difference. Because a lot of the newer guys, they punch, they got bars, but they don't have the same crowd control. They don't have the same presence. Tsu Surf, if they were in a small room, it might have been a little different, but what Tsu Surf was saying was dope. I'm not saying it was better than Nitty's lines, but the way he delivered it and just everything around it, you know, he was talking about the difference between Nitty and him, how Nitty, you know, he just came out of prison, so it's like one of the bars, I'll just throw this one out there, was like, you can have debatables when you 3-0 niggas in real life. That sounds crazy delivered the right way. The way he delivered it on him, shit was fire. So once again, I think Nitty lost round 1 pretty clearly. The star power, the everything. Everyone knew this was going to happen. Very few people would have beaten Surf on a return. Then round 2 comes. In round 2, Nitty, same shit, comes at bar, 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 bar. And this is like it's some dope shit. In a small room, it probably would have been close to the level of Iron Solomon's, the rounds that he gave Iron Solomon. But back to back, kicking. I can't remember all the bars, or I can remember very few, but I don't know which rounds they were in. But they were just back to back, fire, fire, bam, 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 hitting them with it. Second round, now this is the thing. That first round showed the difference between them two, right? Because Surf he's a veteran. So he's gonna come out, he's gonna show you the levels, he's gonna show you the crowd control, he's gonna deliver the shit differently. And I think Surf has the best delivery in battle rap. But this second round, I think this is a lot of people saying 2-1 Surf, or in the debatable second, realistically speaking. And I think people are going to get this, especially when it drops. And if you watch it over and over again, Surf's second round was dope because of how he was delivering it and how the crowd was participating. It wasn't that great. He had some cool shit, but it's literally just a round of schemes. And it seemed as though he rebutted Rum Nitty, but you could tell from the beginning of the round, Rum Nitty mentioned something about Dragon Ball Z and mentioned something about a dog like Shih Tzu. And then he's like, ooh, Dragon Ball Z. And then he's like, ooh, dog. I like that Dragon Ball Z and that dog shit. Pretty much a veteran move. He knew he had a scheme about Dragon Ball Z and a scheme about dogs. So he's like, let me turn this into a rebuttal. It was just a convenient situation. I really hope people watch this so they could look back and see. Surf did not rebuttal. But he did do a genius veteran move, which is take from what your opponent says and figure out how to factor that into what you already said to make it sound like a rebuttal. And in the beginning of the second round, he's like, we're going to get you out of this in 2. So you could tell where his head was. People trying to make excuses saying he choked. Surf did not choke. I don't think Surf prepared a third round or a good enough third round for him to really expect to actually spit it out. And I feel like the second round, I don't know, man, it's strange. I feel like the first round he spent time on. The second round looks like he's like, let me just throw some schemes together. It really wasn't crazy. Third round, Nitty, fire again. Same shit, back to back. Just a bunch of dope bars. I'm really sitting here trying to remember. Ooh, okay. One of my favorite bars from the first round was the souvenir. He says something about, I'll dent his shit and Surf will have, and his dentist will have to get souvenirs back. The veneers, like the dentist, veneers, souvenirs. Best Tsu Surf name flip I ever heard in my life. That shit was dope when you see it. But yeah, Nitty got the third clear because Surf pretty much gave up. He's like, even at the second round, he's like, nah, we done. We could go home. Surf didn't have a third. So I got Nitty 2-1. We can edge it because Surf's second round was good, but it wasn't that crazy. I don't think it's going to stand the test of time. It's going to be pretty clear 2-1. So Rum Nitty 2-1.